So hello guys. So this video is regarding when the expected results of CA final, CA inter and CA foundation. Like CA final, you know what, of May 2022 examination, the expected results are just a minute, 20th July. Like now immediately you might have a doubt. Institute have not yet announced any notification. I think the notification will come within maximum a week to 10 days. So how come you say it is 20th July, sir? Maybe plus or minus 2 days. Plus or minus 2 days. See, there is a clear logic behind this. I hope you are aware of it. I don't know. We have a separate website called campus placement related website of the institute, where you can apply for campus placement, all that. In that, very recently they have given one announcement. If you look at that announcement, you see here clearly the sentence: registration for May 22 pass out candidates begin on 25th July 2022 and will end on 30th. So once you qualified CA final examination, you are eligible to apply for campus selections, right? Campus placement related process. And by the way, watch this video. I'm also going to talk about your resume preparation. Now onwards, you need to make yourself ready for preparing your resume, everything else. Fine. The campus placement site will be enabled from 25th July onwards, where you can apply for campus placement by paying some prescribed fee. Which means if they're making it available from 25th July means for sure, at least 2 to 3 days prior to that starting date of the application, the result will be announced. So on a conservative note, what I am predicting is CA final result will be coming by 20th July or maybe 22nd July. I'm not sure. Maybe 18th July also it may come. Generally, for May related exams, the result will come within the third week of the July. The same thing even now also being announced. Though the exams were conducted almost 2 weeks, 2 weeks late, still the results are being announced on time. Getting it? Because of the digital valuation, all that, so much of work has been reduced. So the process of valuation, everything has improved a lot drastically, and even many a times institute acknowledged that they'll be giving result much faster. Then immediately CA inter students have a question. So when is our result? Your result will be somewhere around 8th August. To best of my knowledge, July end itself it will come, but exceptional cases, August first week. Then what about CA foundation? Generally again, CA final result as well as CA foundation result will be on the same date generally. So on the CA final result date itself, your result also will come. But considering your exam was conducted very late, this time CA foundation result may come late. I'm not sure exactly. I am expecting 90% probability that along with CA final result, CA foundation result will also be announced. Else 1 week delay might happen because your exam was conducted almost in the June end. That's it. Now, very important thing for every CA final student is, you need to prepare a resume. You just Google it. There is a site called JT, getting it, which is very popular for resume building. There are many other sites which are popular. In fact, in Play Store, you have Android applications for resume building. Don't use word copy, photo, name. No, don't use that kind of resume. Getting it? Use a professional resume which will have professional look. Prepare from the scratch. Don't ask anybody. These resumes will naturally consist of all the ingredients that generally you need to give for interview. Personally speaking, I'm not a fan of resume. I always look at candidates, skill set, the way he speak, the way he interact with others. That is what primarily relevant for me, if at all I am a recruiter. But many recruiters are not like me. They look at your, first of all, the first point of impression for you is resume. Getting it? 90% of the cases, resume plays an important role. So how you articulated about yourself, how you presented about yourself, how you presented your data. So that plays an important role. So there are many predefined formats are available. You see, there are plenty of formats which are available. And personally speaking, the second format or the first format, I like, these two. Like Varun Mishra, like example here, there is a resume, contact information, skill set, what you are having. So work industry exposure, articleship exposure. You can always give what you did in articles, like what audits you did. Don't mention client names, but you can mention the field. Getting it? Client name you can mention upon request. It is not advisable for us to mention client names. That is not correct because even confidentiality requirement. Getting it? Fine. So that's about, resume thing. Have a proper resume, especially CA final student, because once your result is declared, once you qualify, you'll not have much time. And moreover, in that hurry, now is the best time to prepare your resume. Why? Because you're right now, honestly speaking, you're in with free mind. Honestly speaking, once result has been announced, your mind may not function properly. Okay, if at all, especially you got positive result completely, I think your anxiety levels will increase. So better prepare the resume now, finalize it, show it to a few friends of yours, seniors, and get it certified. I mean, get it acknowledged, and then happily apply for campus placement and carry the resume. That's it. Have a nice time. All the best. Don't get tensed at all. Whatever happens, generally we get deserved result. Whatever the result it might be, it may be a positive result or negative result. Both you need to take in a positive dimension. And one more thing I'm telling you, just because if someone is qualifying in first attempt and just because you're failing in first attempt, that doesn't mean your career will be decided as such. Number of attempts, I'm telling you honestly, doesn't matter. In a long-term growth, number of attempts do not matter. Maybe kickstart number of attempts, especially first attempt or second attempt, or even for that matter rank. I know there are many rankers. In fact, I can say all India first rankers who have failed in campus placements many a times. Yes, they couldn't secure a job. There are many all India first rankers they couldn't secure a job and finally end up in teaching. So there's so many getting it. But again, don't think teaching is a residuary profession. But I'm just telling you, if at all by bad luck, if the result is negative, take it as an opportunity. Take it as an opportunity. You're getting once again chance to learn everything, and you definitely have more command rather than a candidate who qualified in first attempt. So in that way, you need to look at the result always. Getting it? And your growth in the career, I mean your career growth, it may be industry, or it may be practice, or it may be maybe you may come into teaching like me. So whatever industry that you're choosing, if you really put your efforts properly at that level, naturally you grow like anybody else. Okay, have a nice time. All the best.